something they usually go over in practice very often.
And some room to work. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Bortles. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Connor Barwin in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Bortles in the...
Lucy. Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Sunday. Let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Lucy.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement, Charles, of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans, was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. Getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver, that's a career for most people. He did it 3 times. Best year in Denver in 2013, 87 catches, almost 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. Congratulations on a wonderful career, Eric Decker.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Now let's go.
Here's Lauletta. They are going for it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? but instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
380.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Here we go.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Bortles now on 1st down. Powering his way forward. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Fournette, a first down carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
39, Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. Great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here we go now. 3-19.
This is third and long. Here's Loletta. Marcel Darius able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing May have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
39, Lucy. Let's go, let's go.
To throw is Bortles. Severian Jenkins has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
380. 380.
On second down, here's Fournette. They find some open field here. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them.
Odell Beckham Jr., the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Receiver. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Manning now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he floats one there, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Room here to run. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. He got 29 yards that time.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
11B.
Bortles now on first down. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially the second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Throwing now is Bortles. And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Manning now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, you know, Charles, just thinking back, it was around this time a year ago, Hurricane Harvey was devastating the Houston area and other areas there in southeast Texas. 1 year later, though, J.J. Watt's Foundation announced it had raised and given $41.6 million in the last calendar year.
That's phenomenal. And he was the NFL Man of the Year last season, and rightly so for what he did. And if I'm not incorrect, his goal when he started this to help all the people was $200,000.
41.6 million minus 200,000. That's a pretty good margin there.
That's a heck of a margin. Congratulations to J.J. Watt, his foundation, and to everyone who contributed to help out the people in Houston.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
That one goes for 24 yards. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Bortles. He's going to air one out. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Fournette on the counter. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He can run for it, and he will. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A handoff to Fournette. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like a bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And he gets it complete to Latimer. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's a give to Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Jaguars on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
380. 380.
Bortles to throw. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's go, let's go. 3 to 2.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Jaguars on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left. 3 to 2.
To throw is Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. For Lauletta, one final throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes